I'm going to talk to you about the formation of a basic embouchure and making the first sounds on the saxophone. The final piece of the puzzle of holding onto a saxophone involves your upper teeth. It's really important that you always have your students with their upper teeth on top of the mouthpiece firmly in place. That's the thing that allows us to stabilize the instrument beyond the neck strap and the thumbs. So the first thing I have my students do is simply put their teeth on top of the mouthpiece. Like that. I talk a little bit about lower chin, your lower jaw, when forming the embouchure. It's less critical than on some instruments, like the double reeds and clarinet, but it does need to be relatively flat, but still quite relaxed. It's not a really tight, firm chin. One way you can show this is just to take your finger and show your students. To put your chin like you can put a finger on it, and it's pretty flat. But you don't need to go ridiculous with this. Your lower lip curls slightly over your lower teeth to form a pad between your teeth and the reed. So you'll get something that looks like that. Not that or that, but a fairly relaxed, natural feeling. So when you put the saxophone on the mouth, teeth on top, flat chin, lower lip is a pad, and then draw your corners in. The only role your lips serve in this process, I like to tell my students, is to keep air from leaking out. It's not like a brass instrument that the lips are really the thing that makes the sound. They serve no purpose to the embouchure other than to make all of the air go into the mouthpiece. So if you look at your students and see a contrived, tense, strange look, have them take their instrument off and just stare without emotion. And that's basically what a saxophone embouchure should look like. It's not anything that looks, if something looks strange, it's not right. I tell my students all the time that the only difference between me playing a saxophone and not playing a saxophone is when I'm playing it, there's a saxophone in my mouth. I try not to change a whole lot about the way I'm put together. So if I was to do that, to stand emotionless, and then I put the instrument in my mouth, you can see not a whole lot changes. The most critical thing about forming the embouchure, I think, especially with young players, is to make sure the teeth are on top of the mouthpiece and that the lower lip is providing a nice, soft pad between the teeth and the reed. Once you get all those things in place, you're ready to play.